Ohayo. And today was a sleep-in Saturday. You know it's the beginning of summer when Big Brother starts and I am glued to the feeds. There are 2 instant decaffeinated coffee drinks that I like. I usually drink one in the morning or maybe one at night. This brand is Cafe Latte, and I like it because it does kind of have a little foam on top. This one is their decaf cafe latte. This is another one of their brands that I also like. This is the matcha latte. Same brand. And like I said, the consistency. Let's put that light on. Like I said, the consistency of this brand, I like it because it just has like some kind of foamy thing on the top that I really like. Lately, I've really enjoyed this. This is the UCC, which is a big Japanese coffee brand, milk coffee. It is also caffeine free. You can see they have it advertised with the kid because it has like a very subtle taste of coffee and more of a milky type taste. And I just recently found this at the supermarket. This one I like to drink as well because supposedly it's got calcium, and you can drink it cold or hot. I prefer to drink it hot. And that's what I'm going to have this morning as I start working on grades. Honestly, it's so easy for me to be a blob today and just watch the first day of Big Brother feeds, lie around, do games, but I really have to focus this weekend and get these grades and reports and documents all done. When I used to be a full-time teacher at my school and not a part-time retired teacher. The grading was, I mean, it was still stressful and still a lot of work, but the only time pressure I was under was just the time pressure for me to get my grades done and everything turned in on time. But now, because as a part-time teacher, I don't have access to the same, I guess, confidential or the same, what do you call? You know how there's a power structure like the security stuff? I don't have entrance into the same areas that I did before. It's like, yeah, you're here and then you get knocked down to here. Not because of anything you've done, but just because of the way the system works towards part-time teachers, full-time teachers, and tenured teachers, right? There is, whether you know it or not, at schools, a little bit of a hierarchy order here in Japan. So that includes what you're able to access and what you're not privy, or what information you're not privy to. Now that I can't access or have entrance into those sites, I have to rely on my partner teachers, and my partner teachers are tenured teachers. Interestingly, you know, whenever I was working and paired, I was always paired with another tenured teacher. It would have been nice to have been a mentor to some of our new teachers and be able to work with them, because I feel like, I don't know, I feel like we might need a little change up or a little shift. At the moment now, there's I guess I can't really discuss the actual dynamics of the particular team I work on and what status each of us is at. But I can say that when you're paired up with another teacher, you really have to work together to get your documents and forms in on time. It's easier when you're both of the same status or the same level, because you can both help out and do your share, or you can put yours in beforehand and all that. But since I don't have access, I have to wait and give everything that I do to my partner teacher, and then they submit it. If a teacher or a parent is wondering, why did this child earn this particular mark? What could we do together with the child to help this child succeed or improve in the area that they're weak in? I'm all up for that type of communication. That's kind of the part about teaching, or about when you're a teacher, maybe here in Japan. You really have to know your stuff and have everything supported, which is why keeping organized and having all your documentation and your assessment tools and all that all together, which I have to say that I do. And a part of it is because I had to, in order to sort of survive here. I probably didn't used to have, I used to keep grade books, as most teachers do back in the US. We had our grade books, we had our grade files, you have your online records or whatever system that you use, so that if anybody asked a question or if somebody needed to know something about a certain child, boom, you look at your files, you look at your notes. I have a folder of anecdotal records, things that have happened in the classroom, behavioral stuff, all that I chalk up to having a pretty good foundation from teaching in the US. So yeah, I attribute that to having worked at a really good school in Los Angeles for my first 8 years and having two awesome master teachers for my student teaching program, being surrounded by super talented, organized educators pretty much all my life has helped me develop my own systems and keep everything in order. I feel like when you're first starting out, if you're either a new teacher or a new JET teacher in Japan, it really helps, and it'll probably improve your own skills for record keeping and note taking if you do keep notebooks or files in whichever system works well for you. Cheers. All right, let's get to work on these grades. All right. Which grade should we look at first? I'm going to work on, I think, 5th grade. Well, let's do 3rd grade first. We have just a bunch of spreadsheets. Everything is done. I think I've done pretty much everything. I think I just have to do interaction grades, and that means maybe going back to my files. They did a game show, kind of like a Who Am I game using our target questions of Can You. All right, it is also, today is our 10 questions Who Am I Guess the Teacher game. Yay! All right, we are going to play 9 rounds. So round 1. We have A1 is blue 1, blue 2, question 1 is red 1, and question 2 is green 1. Let's take your seats, please. Good job. All right, you need to decide. And don't touch this screen. If you touch the screen, it changes to the next screen. So just don't touch. You can just, hold on. All right. Round 1, when you are ready, in a nice loud voice, please say, Who am I?
Who am I?
Question number 1.
Can you do Mr. Well?
A1.
No, I can't.
Question number cat.
No, I can't.
Cat.
No, I can't.
Good. Question number 2.
Can you move up? No, I can't.
Cat. Mina, let's practice one time. Cat.
Can't.
Good. Okay. Question number 3.
Can you bring the dog? No, I can't.
Good. Question number 4.
Can you do picture of?
That's okay. He asked the same question, so
No, I can't.
holding. Okay, question number 5.
Can you speak English well? Yes, I can.
Question number 6.
Can you swimming fast? Yes, I can.
Any guesses? Shh. Up. No talking. You're going to take a guess? 5 seconds. Yes.
Are you Mr. Try again.
Hey, you get a guess? Yes.
Are you? Yes, that's right.
Round 2. Blue 3, blue 4. Okay, so I have to now, I'm just going to put a number. We give them, if they were able to do everything okay, you give them a number between 1 and 3. 3 being they were able to do everything, communicated properly, they showed good sportsmanship, blah, blah, blah. 2 is if they maybe made a few mistakes. Ugh, I always get Bandit's hair. If they made a few mistakes but basically understood how to do everything. And 1 was if they struggled. No one really struggled. As you probably found out, right, there is sort of a difference between can and can't. And I know, for most of us, right, we say it just naturally, no, I can't, or yes, I can, no, I can't. And so we don't really say no, I can't. But I wanted them to make sure that they stress the T, no, I can't, so that there is a differentiation for them, not only in listening, but in pronunciation. All right, let me give these grades. Boom. Who's that? Boom. And yeah, so I usually do this while they are playing because it's a lot easier. It saves time. And I did it for most of the kids, but there's a few that I didn't. So, yeah, I'm just doing that now. Okay. So, yeah, so that's what we're going to be doing for the next half hour or so. Happy Sunday from My Life is a Mess. I was going to hopefully edit what I did yesterday and make it into one of those nice Saturday day in my lives. But Saturdays are just as unpredictable and chaotic as the rest of my life. Oh my gosh. I'm sorry. I'm watching the live feeds now. And you all, if you didn't know, I am a Big Brother fan, and I have been since season 3. I've watched every single season. Okay, he's fixed it. And this guy that's on the feeds right now, he didn't realize that his shorts were kind of not fitting properly, so things could possibly fall out. I don't know what other way to describe it, but he's since just fixed his shorts. Anyways, it is Sunday, and my only regular routines on Sunday is to call my mom. I usually call her every Sunday at the same time, and if for some reason I have an appointment, like my hair appointment where I'm off to Shizuoka, or I've got another appointment and can't call, then we just postpone it till the next week. But we're kind of like clockwork, which makes me happy because, it didn't happen when she was living with me. It would have been nice for her to also receive regular calls. Sorry, I'm just checking somebody is leaving our parking lot. I think it's good for her because it gives her something to look forward to. It gives me a peace of mind knowing that she is okay. I got some pretty good news because the room that she's staying in at my brother's house, his stepdaughter that was living in that room has moved out to her own place. That room is bigger and has its own bathroom. So my brother and his wife suggested that my mom move into that room, which I think would be ideal for her. The room that she's currently in is fine, but when she has to use the bathroom, of course, she does have to leave and go out. And at one point, when there was another person living in the house, she had to share the bathroom. So this will be nice for her to have her own space. She put up with my messy bathroom, so I'm sure it's going to be nice for her to have her own bathroom set up the way that she likes it, and that makes me happy. Anyways, the other thing that's routine is I go to the market on Sunday morning, unless for some reason, if I'm doing something on Sunday, I have to switch it to either Monday or Saturday. I don't know. My marketing days are getting a little bit more out of routine and more like when I can. But I did want to go today to get my lunch ready for tomorrow and to have this rest of the week to be able to spend it at home, because I'm buying school lunch on Tuesday and Wednesday. Well, hopefully Tuesday is my last day for the rest of the summer. If I don't have to go in on Thursday or Saturday, that would be nice. I don't know right now. It's still sort of up in the air. It depends on grades and if my documents and all that get approved. So that's why it's really important for me this weekend to get grades done. I really wanted to meet up with a friend of mine that is coming up to Tokyo. Him and his wife live in Kagoshima, and we've been online friends for such a long time, way back when I was on Diary Land. Since then, he's gotten married to a Japanese woman who lives down in Kagoshima. I've had the pleasure of meeting both of them, and we've been trying to keep in touch and meet up when we can. I was able to see my friend when he came up while his wife was going to a K-pop concert. That was really nice. It would have been really nice to spend some time again today, but gotta focus, gotta get these grades done and write out all my documents so that I won't have to come back after Tuesday. This boy is concentrating here on his stuff. All right. Hey, Ben. Hey, everyone. Sorry that this lighting is not great. I am currently in a parking lot. I'm about to go treat myself to lunch because I am officially, I think, over with my duties for term 1, and I think my summer vacation will begin in like 1 minute. I have to still stay on call because I've submitted all my grades and I've done all my documents and submitted them to the right people. But if there's any question or any mistakes or anything, that lady left her lights on. I hope she knows that. Maybe they shut off automatically. You know how there's some cars that it automatically shuts off, but I don't think so. Oh well. Yeah, so we have to be on call just in case there's any mistakes or people question them and you have to justify why you gave this kid a certain grade. Other than that, I think we're okay. I know my grade 6 partner and we've checked everything through, so we're good to go. But I haven't really went over them with my other partner. He's pretty busy, so I'm just going to assume that everything is cool. And I'm going to go eat lunch, and then I'm going to pick up a few things at Don Quixote. Oh, okay, the reason why the lights are still on is there's somebody still in the car. Anyways, yeah, I'm going back to the new Don Quixote that just opened here because I want to pick up a few items. And yeah, just sort of relax before I go home. It's super hot today. I think right now it's like 33 degrees Celsius. So, okay. Yeah, the woman was in the car. And yeah, I don't know what I want to eat. I'm going to see which place doesn't have a line or a crowd, and that's where I'll go. So I'll catch y'all later. Thank you so much for watching and joining us here today. Also, thank you so much for your patience. My fellow teachers can probably agree that getting report cards and documents done is both time-consuming and exhausting, especially when you still have to teach classes. I'm looking forward to relaxing this summer and sharing it with Bandit, friends, and all of you. So if you'd like to join my summer break in Japan, please consider subscribing. I have some fun plans ahead. Can you guess by the hints I'm ending the video with? Thanks again, and let's meet up in the next video.